The Creativity Explored Show.
Hey, my name is Kevin Chu. I'm an artist. I'm a biggest fan of movies and stars and characters and sports and other things. I like doing Adobe Photoshop on the computer. I like to collage on about Disney MGM Studios Walt Disney World version of Fantasmic show. I looked at images on Google. I just keep looking. I like Walt Disney's and Harry Potter's and Home Alone and sports. I'm doing art about making some holiday when the Christmas is coming this year. I mean, I would like to make my own, making the new YouTube official channel is Kevin Chu Rocks Fans style. Kevin Chu Rocks Fans. I worked on the collages for the Disney Village Wild poster. I added more Disney Devious villains in by the haunted open house at the graveyard, and the graveyard with great tips, tombstones, and deadly skeletons and bones in it. Nearby, close for the entrance of the Silver's gates. During the red-violet midnight skies, and with the flash of lightning thunderstorms. And I got rid of the character villainous TikTok Crocodile, but Captain Hulk don't like TikTok Crocodile too. The evil queen, because she's jealous of Snow White. She wants to destroy Snow White with a poison apple. Chernobog, Ursula, Hades, Jafar, Maleficent, the Headless Horseman, Big Bad Wolf, and Captain Hulk, and the other Disney villains. More and more. Peter Pan is the coolest character in Neverland. He likes to have fun in Neverland. He likes to go with the darling children to visit all them together. Wendy, Michael, and John loves to work with Peter Pan, eh? They are very happy. Peter Pan, Wendy, John, Michael, the Lost Boys, and Tinkerbell likes playing sports all together. Wendy can't stay with Peter Pan in Neverland anymore in the end of the Disney movies Peter Pan. This is Wendy forbidding goodbyes to Peter Pan from Neverland. See? The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 1. Our story begins. John Darling. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 2. John Darling's exercise. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 3. Rumbling in my tongue. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 4. John Visit Hogarth. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 5. A Fair Coming of Town. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 6. Lunch and Lucy. John Gets Stuck. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 7. John meets Iago and Sebastian. The Many Adventures of John Darling Part 8. Stuck is Stuck. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 9, Go Feed the Top Hat Boy. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 10, John Wilson Be Free. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 11, Brothers Plus 4. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 12, John Visit John. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 13, Tea Time with Yago. The Main Adventures of John Darling, Part 14, John Darling Meets Jack Skellington. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 16, Pirates and Buccaneers. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 17, The Rain Came Down. The main adventures of John Darling, Part 18, Over the Waterfall. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 19, Michael gave his house to Yato. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 20, The Bounty Chapter. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 21, Moose's Meeting. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 22, The Plan is Put in Action. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 22, Who's Get Lost. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 24, Jack's Got to Take On Like Ice Skating. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 25. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 27. The many adventures of John Darling, Part 27. Goodbye. The many adventures of John Darling, and credit. I would like to make an upload video with music for the spoof is The Sword in the Stone Kevin Chu Rocks fan style. And the next one is the Black Coated Kevin Chu Rocks fan style with a video with music in it. Miss Burwa White and the Seven Little Boys, the movie spoof of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is Winnie the Pooh and Dumbo's movie spoof of Dumbo on YouTube. It's an idea. I want to do the special Halloween video with music will be do Hocus Pocus Kevin Chu Rocks fan style. This is John Aladdin, this movie spoof of Aladdin. Here's an idea on YouTube. John Aladdin by Kevin Chu Rocks fan on YouTube. John Aladdin Part 1, John Aladdin Part 1, Arabian Nights, A Dark Night. John Aladdin Part 2, John Aladdin Part 2, John Aladdin, Darling on the Run, One Jump Ahead. John Aladdin Part 3, John Fights with Mowgli, One Jump Ahead, reprise. John Aladdin Part 4, Wendy's Dream. John Aladdin Part 5, Captain Hook and Taran on Laundry, Fluter and Gurgi's conversation. Wendy runs away. Part 6, Trouble in the Marketplace, Captain Hook's evil plan. John Aladdin Part 7, John Arrested. John Aladdin Part 8, Wendy confronts Captain Hook. John Aladdin Part 9, John escapes with a voodoo witch doctor. John Aladdin Part 10, The Cave of Wonders. John Aladdin Part 11, A Narrow Escape. John Aladdin Part 12, The Amazing All Powerful Anna and Elsa, Friends Like Me. John Aladdin Part 13, Taran, Fluto, and Laundry and Gurgi upgrade Captain Hook. John Madden Part 14, John's First Wish. John Madden Part 15, Captain Hook makes his move, Prince John Darling. John Madden Part 16, Fluter, Taran, Aloni, and Gurgi ride on Peter Pan. John Madden Part 17, John argues with Honored Elsa. John goes with Wendy. John Madden Part 18, Do You Trust Me? A Whole New World. John Madden Part 19, John almost spills the beans. John and Wendy's kiss. John Madden Part 20, John gets ambushed. John and Elsa saves John's life. John Madden Part 21, Captain Hook gets exposed. John Madden Part 22, John's depressed and Centipede steals the lamp. John Madden Part 23, Fluter, Taran, Aloni, and Gurgi's announcement. Honored Elsa's new master is Captain Hook. John Madden Part 24, Captain Hook's Dark Wishes, Prince Johnny Darling, reprised. John Madden Part 25, The Ends of the Earth. John Madden Part 26, Captain Hook takes over Agrabah. John Madden Part 26, John Darling vs. Captain Hook. John Madden Part 28, A Happy Ending in Agrabah by Kevin Chu. Thank you for joining in your interview.
Welcome to Creativity Explored, where you can make art and make friends. At Creativity Explored, you can learn how to make art, share your art, make friends. You'll join other artists like Gerald. Now that I'm a part of Creativity Explored, I'm more into my drawings. I draw with more detail. And artists like Guadalupe. The people at Creativity Explored are really nice and cool. They're like family. I feel comfortable and safe there. It feels like home. And artists like Lien. It makes me happy. Join us. Call us today at 415-863-2108 or go to our website at creativityexplored.org.